Capricorn Venus, this is your monthly relationship reading for the month of December 2024. Whenever it is that you see this, if you don't know what your Venus sign is, I invite you to check out a website like astrocharts.com where you can get your full astrology chart with your Venus sign placement. You don't need to know your time of birth on this for this one, so you can just put in 12 p.m. or whatever here. Okay, I just had to restart that 3 different times, so let me get this. So we fumbled the bag. All right, Capricorn Venus. Let's get more of a card for you to start off with. Feeling sweaty. Okay, I'm recording this on Christmas Day. You know, it's y'all's day. Love's the answer. Love won't solve your problems. You need to work on being independent. Ding! As the phone goes off. Love won't solve your problems. But love's the answer. What do you mean? Work on being independent. No shot. Capricorn Venus. Let's get a reading for you. I'm using the Mystic Mondays Tarot today. Okay, we good. How are you showing up in your relationship right now? Queen of Pentacles. She's a boss. She got the money. She's a queen. Oh, she's not happy though. She's not happy. You got your mind on your money and your money on your mind. Okay. You're very pragmatic, practical, secure, stable, financially doing all right, you know, for your standards anyways. And get rid of that pillow that's making me sweat. Fuck comfort. Right? But you're not happy. You're just not happy. Why not? Okay. Well, that's Capricorn Venus's person showing up as right now. What's their person showing up as right now? 5 of Wands reverse. They just don't want to compete. They don't want to speak on the subject. They are not willing to put out their desires or what they want in the situation. They just wanted to sit back and be like, whatever, you know, it's like apathy. Apathy, big time. What's the issue at hand with this relationship? What's the issue with this relationship right now? Truth around what? Unhelpfulness, working, and not getting any time alone. Okay. The dialogue around this is very fraught with drama and nasty arguments. There needs to be the Ace of Swords is also not just truth, but like a victory or a solution or resolution. Knight of Swords reversed. You know, you're not helping out enough. I need more support. The 8 of Pentacles, I'm working constantly. You know, you're not, see, I feel like you're saying they're not helping out enough and they're saying you work too fucking much. And we don't get any time together. And it's not quality time when we do. All right. All right. Very reasonable issues that happen in relationships, right? What do you want out of the situation? That's a lot, girl. That's a lot. 5 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands reversed. Princess of Pentacles reversed. You just want to take your ball and go home because you feel like this is a burden that's not worth having and you're not trying to learn anything about how you could better yourself out of this relationship. You are considering ending this relationship because it's not worth it. It's too hard and you just want to leave, and it's demanding that you try something new and come forward with some new tangible actions in the situation and learn something new, and you're like, nah, fuck that. What does their person want? This is don't click off yet. I love you guys and I'm trying to help. What does their person want? What does Capricorn Venus's person want out of the relationship? They don't want anything to change. They want to take this shit seriously. They are committed. That's crazy. That's crazy. But they do feel like something's unfair and unbalanced. Are they a Libra? You know, like they just feel like it's off kilter. They're not okay with that, but this is powerfully important to them with 3 major arcana. This is incredibly important to them to see this through and figure this the fuck out. But with death reversed, I don't know that they're ready to change just yet. Let's get some more info. What are you afraid of, Capricorn Venus? Come on now. Having to see things from a new perspective and disempower yourself, or you feel like that would be embarrassing. Like, oh, to admit I was wrong? Are you fucking joking? There's no chance. And to take a pause and even, so if this is like, okay, I have this high power career, I'm fucking, you know, something that I've learned from a Capricorn woman that I worked with is that she puts so much of her self-worth into how she is seen at, as a provider, as a mother, as a manager or a boss, or how she works, her capability at work, so you put so much value into this. So it's so much part of your self-worth with the 6 of Wands reverse that, like, for you to withdraw or say I'm doing too much and I'm fucking up my relationship because of it would be so crushing to your ego. And also, like, admitting that you were wrong. You don't want to do that. Having to, like, take a pause from this. And what else? Admitting incompetence. This could also be a boss. Like, if you have to go to a superior and be like, I need to cut my hours because my relationship's fucking failing. Like, that's a horrifying concept for you for some reason. What is their person afraid of in this situation? Strength, patience. Oh my God, they're getting so many major arcana. This is huge for them. This is so fucking big for them. What else? Patience, discipline. Yeah, to have the discipline to go into emotionally fraught situations to try to clean it up and resolve it. This is back to their, like, just, I don't care, whatever, you know, they're still hanging on over here. So this is such a betrayal of what they actually desire out of the situation. But they are really, the core of it is they do not want to have the discipline to bravely go into a conversation with you about how hurtful it is that you're not able to spend time together, that you're arguing all the time about how they're not doing enough. I'm going to just say it right off the jump before we even get any further. This is just my personal thoughts, feelings, and opinions thus far. Are you sure that you're not having too high of an expectations on this person? If you minimized what you were doing or what you thought was really important, to have 3 fucking jobs, 10 kids, and 2 fucking, you know, nonprofits, and you're building a house, and you're walking the dogs, and you're doing all this because it's so it feeds your self-love, and you've let this work ethic be a stand-in for, like, radical self-love that no one could ever fucking compete and match you on that shit. The fuck you talking about? And so if you take a step away from that habit of all of that being a source of your self-love, then you're leaving open an opportunity for your person to step in and be more of who they are and what they have to offer you. How is that going to look? I don't fucking know yet, but I'm telling you that your expectations are too high on them, and too high with yourself, of course. Like, I feel like that goes without saying, but maybe not. How do you see them right now? Capricorn Venus, how do you see your person right now? 6 of Swords, you're afraid they're going to leave. Queen of Swords, like, you think they'd be right to do it. A Chariot, like, why the fuck are they going to put up with this shit? You're afraid they're going to leave. You feel like they're moving on and turning cold towards you because they feel like, you think that they feel like their truth is not being heard, or that they're right and they're not going to budge. And so they're just going to take the fuck off. How does their person see Capricorn Venus? How does this person see Capricorn Venus right now? Judgment reversed. You just haven't, you're not getting it. The moon. You're afraid to look at the truth. The Tower. It's all the major arcana are coming out for this person. They really are going through a major transformative pivotal moment in their life and their understanding of you and the relationship and just relationships in general. And they're telling me right now, Capricorn Venus has not gotten it yet. I don't know how many different ways I can tell them that they are completely overworking themselves. Their standards are far too high. What good is all of this fucking money and everything if it's not actually making you happy? You just thought it would make you happy because somewhere along the line, and this could even be like father figure issues or, issues around money or wealth, that made you think that how successful you are determines your value as a person and your own self-worth. And you've become so reliant on this coping mechanism. They know that it's bullshit. They know that you're doing all of this out of a place of fear. They know that there's other ways to live. And they're just like throwing their hands up like, I don't know what else to fucking do. All right. How can you support them right now, Capricorn Venus? How can you better support them right now? Two of Pentacles. Give ground. Make compromises. If there's a situation, the Lovers, y'all are very different, but you're on the same fucking path. This is another major arcana. Y'all have the same path, but you are very different. Okay. And that your differences can make you stronger together. But if you're constantly expecting your person to be like you and think like you and do as you do, then you're just fucking yourself. Literally. There's nothing to be gained from that. You can do that already. It's called, you can already do that. It's not what you want to be doing in love. Okay, so with the Two of Pentacles, we're going to talk about compromise again for about the fourth or fifth time in these readings this month. In these love readings, we're going to talk about compromise. In any given situation, let's say that you're the one that has all the control in the situation, like let's say with your working and your work schedule and how much of an emphasis you put on all of that. And your person has no say in the situation. They're trying to ask for something and you're not giving up on that. Okay. When a compromise is reached, you will feel like the only thing, and this is right at the beginning, mind you, it doesn't end up this way, but you will feel right at the beginning of the compromise that you have only lost and gained nothing because you were already in the place of complete power. So it will feel like a loss to you. And for them, because they were in a place of complete disempowerment, they will feel like they got a small win, but they didn't get everything that they wanted, which was complete power. So both parties are going to be dissatisfied with the outcome right at the beginning. And that is what compromise looks like and feels like right at the beginning. That's why so many people are so resistant to it. But it ends up being the best thing for both parties because then you reach equilibrium. You take a chance on experiencing something new. You don't know how it's going to feel to work less or to pare down your responsibilities or to let go of some of your monthly bills or to, say, hey, I don't really need this expensive car. Let me go and get this 2002 Toyota Camry like I did, like, let me just go get this, very sensible thing that's not going to take so much from me where I have to be working constantly because it's really not that important. My person is more important to me than whatever the fuck this material object is. So I'm willing to give ground on that, even though it gave me a lot of good feelings about how I'm so successful and I've got all my shit together or whatever, right? And this is the same. I'm not to just, get on your head. If they're not trying to help you because they're so fucking apathetic at this point, they think that you don't have anything figured out, right? And they're just like, well, I'm not leaving this situation because it's really important to me and I take it very seriously, yet I'm just giving up, so that's not really fair as well. They have all the power in the situation and that they're refusing to be helpful. And you're begging for help. You don't know maybe what that help looks like. Maybe you're asking for help in the wrong ways, but you're begging for it. You're like, please just work with me. Let's figure this out. I want to solve this fucking problem. I so relate to that. By the way. But that could be another situation where now you're in the place of total disempowerment and they're in the place of total power. So they give ground and they're courageous enough to start talking about these emotionally difficult issues and get into some fucking arguments about it and get into some, you know, crying and tears and all the drama that comes with that. If they're willing to feel, they will feel like that's a loss because they were fine, air quotes, fine before that. They were totally shut off and shut down, but they were fine. And you will feel, I'm sorry, I'm peeking my mic. Let me back it up. And you will feel like, I have a new mic. I just need to get a new stand for it. It's going to be much better, so much better. And you will feel like you had a small win that finally they're talking to me and they're opening up, but I just want to hurry up and get to the finish line where we get all this shit figured out and just have patience with that. But this is what the compromise is going to look like for you guys. What can you ask for support with from them? 9 of Wands, let down your defenses. 9 of Wands reversed. 9 of Pentacles reversed. I need your support. Financially, yeah, sure, but like also materially, like we need a partnership. 5 of Cups, let's go through this stuff so that we can mourn and heal together. There's a lot of emotional pain that has occurred in this relationship. And I think that y'all need to cry on each other's shoulder about all this because there's some hurt feelings and some bad blood and they've turned themselves off and you've buried yourself in other sources of self-love. All right. What are you learning in this situation, Capricorn Venus? What are you learning? 6 of Cups. Unconditional love. Love a person for who they are, how they show up no matter what. The Tower, Queen of Cups, and the 9 of Cups reversed. Bad things happen, okay? Bad things happen in life. Life is not without struggle. You as a Capricorn, are going to understand that intimately. Life is full of challenges. But with the Queen of Cups, it's the emotional sensitive way that you approach hurt feelings and dreams dashed that gives you so much emotional fulfillment actually in the long term. It's not just about achieving those dreams. You will achieve dreams in life. There's actually so much emotional worth and value in the way that you love people when things go wrong. What are they learning in this situation? What are they learning from this right now? What are they learning from this relationship right now? Temperance, balance, turning a bad situation into a good situation. 2 of Swords. The way that they make decisions or don't. What about 2 of Swords? Be temperate in your decision making. Knight of Cups. They are learning that optimism will get them so far in their decision making. And that's what the Temperance card is really about. It's a card of alchemy and turning water into wine, turning lead into gold. It's taking these negative feelings cannot just sit here and fester and be ignored forever. It will be incredibly destructive to both parties. It will never go away, by the way. There's no way to escape it. You will keep replaying it in every relationship or just in your own head rent-free for the rest of your life if you say you don't want to be in a relationship again because of this. Like, whatever. There's no running from it. You can only put it off. They are learning that something that is holding them up from moving forward in life is that they are not taking a positive approach towards emotional healing. They are not making emotional offers coming forward. And that's sidelined them because they feel like they're not able to come forward they can't come forward to you in an emotionally sensitive way where they're being compassionate and they're showing you how much they love you and they're saying, I want to help you and I want to work through this. And I really whatever, XYZ emotional thing, right? They're not able to do this because they don't see that, they have not yet, they are learning, right? They have not seen the value in how just talking about it heals it. Crying about it heals it. Crying is healing. What are you letting go of in this situation? What are you learning to release, Capricorn Venus? What are you learning to let go of? Nine of Swords, anxiety around. Ten of Pentacles, a sense of loss and failure and not having the legacy money and not being a part of the hierarchy and everything that could be said about societal approval. Building a legacy. None of that shit is all as important as you thought it was, because this is so, you have it and you're still not happy. And you needed to go through that to understand that, of course. It's a matter of, you know, don't look back and be like, I was such a fool. Like, yeah, move forward with better choices that more align with what you found your true values to be. Yeah, my dog's fucking throwing a fit. But when you know better, you can do better. And you're understanding and learning that the things that you previously put such a high value on, Capricorn Venus, don't mean as much to you. It's more about what you build, that long-term relationship with your person that has value and meaning to you. And your person is on the same page with you, by the way, despite what it may feel like to you. You're afraid they're going to run off and fuck off, and they're not. They're not. Self-sabotaging. You're trying to self-destruct this relationship right now because you don't see the way forward. And the way forward is giving ground. This should be the example. Like, you're the one that's watching this reading right now, right? Not them. Be the example by being the first to give ground in a compromised situation. Whatever they've been asking you to do for days and months and weeks and years, you need to do it. You need to do it. It's a show of good faith. All right. What are they learning to let go of right now in the relationship? What are they letting go of right now? It's very much underneath the surface. So this is a subconscious matter. The Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Their own impulsive desires. Their willingness to fight for these desires that are just like here one day, gone the next. It's not, it's like focusing too hard on the details and the minutia of the matter and not seeing the forest for the trees type of behavior where they get all riled up over something insignificant because it triggered them. They're letting go of their triggers. Why? Because they're healing slowly. They're slowly healing from something. I wonder if this is like some past trauma or whatever, or like some childhood shit, something like that. But they're slowly healing. It's taking some time. But they've come to, this is a new level for them. The World, another major arcana for them. When someone gets a lot of major arcana in one of my readings, whether it's you or the other person, it's like this is a huge fucking turning point. Things will not be the same for them after this. Like, and when I'm telling you, like, if you take nothing else from this reading, what's the number one thing that they've been asking you to do over and over again? Do it. Give ground there and do it first. You're the one that's watching this reading. It's up to you. What do they want to say to Capricorn Venus right now? They could just be brave enough to be emotionally open. What would they say? It was my fault, but I blamed you. You speak to me through music. Aww. They're like, my husband will sit out in his car and listen to music. I'm like, you could just do that inside, you know, but, you know, it's his way to express his feelings or feel his feelings. And he wants to be private about that. I wonder if Maybe there's something to that with your person. I want you. They want you. They want you. They take this relationship very seriously. They are not ready to call it quits. They are not ready for the major change, but they are not ready to call it quits. I saw nothing in here that showed me that they wanted to walk away. Anything else from them? This could be in the Shadows oracle. This is more about what needs to be healed. Sometimes I hear your voice and I don't know what to say. You're so easy to see through. They know you very well, but I think that, and with this, the Judgment reversed and the Moon, they know you better than you know yourself a lot of times. And that's what happens when you're in a close relationship with someone, especially if this relationship's been going on a long time. It feels like it has. You know, especially if you're a headstrong person, it's hard to believe that someone could be, you know, speaking facts on yourself and you were just so resistant to that. But they know. They see you better than you see yourself. It's just a blind spot. And sometimes I hear your voice. I don't know what to say. I think that they really think a lot about you more than what they let on, which is why you may feel like they're trying to pull away, but really they're pulling away emotionally because this is very fucking painful for them. And they don't know what to say because they don't know what to say. They don't know any way further. That's why part of their action plan has been to pull away, is because they don't want to hurt themselves further. They don't want to damage the relationship further. Yet everything that they've tried previously hasn't worked. All right, let's get some advice for Capricorn Venus. Advice in this relationship for Capricorn Venus. Peaceful parallel. Harmony flows. Lives align. Basking in the serene glow of peace. Y'all, this will continue. This relationship has more to teach you both and give you both. Restraints test. Trapped in instability, resist impulsive urges to find steadier ground. That's it. This just feels so insecure to you. This feels so... To do what they've been asking you to do feels like giving up all of that steady ground. But you're already in chaos. You're already in chaos. The Tower's here. You're already in chaos. Because this relationship is more meaningful to you than you ever previously thought possible. You have to trust that giving ground to this person will make such a positive impact that then now your security will come from someplace so much more fulfilling, and you'll be supported by your person. You'll be a team. What the fuck is this about, though? Love's the answer. Love is the answer. Like, whatever this says, I don't give a shit. Love is the answer for you. And I think if you're going to take anything from what this says about you need to work on being independent, you need to work on what you can do. Take your focus away from what they need to do. I know they need to do some shit. I'm not here to tell you you're wrong, but that focus on that and their focus on you doing that, that's what has created this whole fucking mess. Look at what you can do, how you can look at what they've been asking you and fucking do it. For real. I know it's not easy. I've been there. Trust me. And I had to learn the hard way. I fought it for years, years and years and years. I was like, no, you're wrong. I'm right. This is how I feel about it. There's no fucking shot that I'm going to listen to you. And it's, feels like an embarrassment, right? To admit that I was wrong when I've been so, caught up in being right this whole time. And then finally you just click with the Judgment. As something clicks, they could tell you something over and over again for years. The same way, different ways, doesn't matter. It's the same message. And then one day they say it again. And for some reason, Who knows why? Right time, right place, or your willingness to be open to it. But suddenly it all makes sense. And when that happened to me, I never forgot it. I still remember it. Like, I'm tearing up right now thinking about when that happened. I never forgot it. And it's happened other times too, like, you know, years long issues. And when there's finally a breakthrough, you're like, this is why this relationship is so valuable to me. This person is so valuable to me because they helped me make a breakthrough that I would have never figured out. I would have gone my whole life in ignorance, banging my head against the wall and banging my stubbing my toe on everything in the dark. Because without that precious example of someone who loves us enough to put up with us, to share with us how they see us, knowing us so intimately, how are we ever going to know ourselves? All right, let's get some advice from the success cards for Capricorn Venus to close this out. Fuck. Corruption. Okay. I'm about to read a lot, so I'm going to take a quick drink. Hopefully I still have coffee. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. The truth is easily another. Violence, avidity, rage, and passions all dwell within us, but we have no power, so that we do not dare show them. When we have an opportunity to have power, all those sleeping dogs in us start barking. Power becomes nourishment, the occasion. It brings to the surface the corruption that is within. Before having power, clear your mind of everything that can be found in your unconscious. Only in this way will you not abuse the power that at a certain point in your life you find you will have. Power in itself is neutral. In the hands of a good man, it is a blessing. In the hands of an unwitting man, it is a curse. Okay. In the process of this compromise, you'll find that there is a switch up in the balance of power in a couple different ways. One in the balance of power of where you were previously powerful, and one in the balance of power where they were previously had all the control. And if there is still resentment from how hard this has been and how they have treated you poorly or wrongly and vice versa through all of this, if that resentment isn't forgiven, there's going to be fucking revenge, baby. Like, there's going to be like vitriol and like, well, you did this to me for years, so take that, motherfucker. Now that I got the power, let hear about it. Like, been there, done that, understand it. This is important that you know this, okay? This is advice. You will be tempted. So will they. Have patience with them. With the tiger, I'm seeing the lion and everything. Look at it. I'm like, oh shit. Can y'all see that? I don't know. The look on her face is so funny to me. It's probably not going to focus. Huh? There it goes. Like, oh fuck. Shit. Okay. Like, why would you hurt me? I thought we came to a new understanding, you know? And it's just one of those things that you're going to have to have a lot of patience with them on, because they are going to do it to you, and you're going to have to catch yourself when you do it. Take the fucking high road. Be the example. I feel like there's a lot of that here. Be the example. And take the initiative. And that will show them that you've got it. You figured it out, so that they can come out of their, disassociation situation and be like, finally, yes, now I can start, taking their lead and doing all this stuff, because I know that I'm not going to be manipulated or taken advantage of or whatever, right? So I really enjoyed that reading, Capricorn Venus. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you're still here, I'd really appreciate it if you give me a like or subscribe. I also do rising sign readings every month, and I'm going to have other things coming out soon in the new year that you'll want to peep on. Anyway, I hope you all have a really good New Year's, and I'll see you next time. Bye.